Welcome to the first of the 12 Planet Munch nutrition workshops, which will be fun and interactive. Before we get into the main themes of today's topic, it would be great if you could think about what you're expecting from the nutrition sessions, or go down memory lane and remember a time when you were happy with your family's diet and a time when you weren't, or suggest a common family meal. Fantastic, lots of interesting memories. So why is healthy eating important for everyone? In whatever stage of life, a healthy diet is needed to keep you in good health, to help you feel well and go about your daily activities. The right amount and type of nutrition will support healthy growth and development in children. It is important for learning, helps concentration, lowers the risk of gaining excess weight, protects against deficiencies, and helps protect children from diseases in childhood and later life. But how can you be sure that the food you eat across a day or longer period of time is providing you with the right amount of energy and nutrients? The Eat Well Guide is a fantastic tool to help understand about balanced diets and proportions of foods. The guide is a plate divided into 5 sections. 1/3 of the plate is carbohydrates, 1/6 of the guide is proteins, 1/6 is dairy, 1/3 for vegetables and fruits, and a small section for fats and sugars. All adults and children's diets should be balanced in a similar way, but children have a greater need for energy and nutrients, such as protein for their body size. Therefore, children need to eat foods from all the 4 main food groups: carbohydrates, proteins, dairy, and vegetables and fruits. It is also important that they don't eat too much of any foods, and particularly those that are high in fat and sugar. These foods are not needed on a daily basis, but can be enjoyed occasionally as part of a healthy, balanced diet. Sugar and fat are found naturally in many foods, but are also added in cooking, at processing, or at the table. Foods from this group should be limited as shown by the plate model. Taking in enough drinks is also important for health. Adults and children need 6 to 8 drinks per day, and sometimes we need more, especially in hot weather or when we are more active. It is important to be aware that all foods have a place in a balanced diet, as a healthy diet is what you eat over time and not just an individual meal for both adults and children. We will have a quick glance at the 4 main food groups this week and go into further detail over the coming weeks. The 4 main food groups are starchy carbohydrates, which provide energy and fibre. They are a source of essential vitamins and minerals, and we need to eat these foods every day in every meal. Vegetables and fruits contain fibre, vitamins and minerals. Protein foods such as chicken, fish, meat, plant-based foods including peas, beans, lentils, soya and mycoprotein products provide us with protein, which is essential for healthy growth and development and helps us to recover from illness and repair after injury. Dairy foods include all foods made from milk. They are an important source of calcium, a mineral that helps bones and teeth develop and keeps them strong and healthy. Now that you have a rough idea about the food groups, how many portions do children need across the day? Essentially, children need 5 portions of starchy carbohydrates, 5 portions of vegetables and fruits, 3 servings of dairy, and 2 servings of protein per day, which works out to be 3 main meals and 2 snacks per day. This ensures that we don't take too little or too much energy and get the right balance of vitamins and minerals across the day. The meals can be divided up according to how hungry the person feels by acknowledging their appetite or hunger cues. This is an example, therefore you can chop and change to suit your appetite and lifestyle. Foods that are high in fat, high in sugar, or both don't usually give us the nutrients we need for health. They don't have many vitamins and minerals, but they do have lots of energy. Therefore, they're okay to have every now and then, but not on a daily basis. So how much sugar can a child have? A very small amount of added sugar should be included in a young child's diet, so no added sugar is best. Current recommendations of free sugar intake depends on the age of the child. A 1-year-old is recommended to have no more than just under 2 teaspoons per day, while a 5-year-old is recommended to have no more than 3 teaspoons per day. Foods high in fat may also be high in salt, and too much salt is not good for our health, and young children need no more than a pinch of salt per day. How are preschoolers' diets different? Preschoolers need more nutrients per mouthful than older children and adults, as they're very busy little people, generally very active and growing quite fast. Therefore, they need small, regular meals around their sleep pattern and activities to provide them with energy and protein. The meals need to be small, as they have smaller stomachs which fill up easily. This means every mouthful must contain more nutrients than that of an older child and adults. It is important to ensure children take in enough calories from energy-giving foods, protein, fat and carbohydrates, as they grow and develop healthily. The micronutrients, vitamins, minerals and trace elements are also important and needed in sufficient amounts to prevent deficiency. Fiber is an essential nutrient for a healthy gut, so an adequate fiber intake is recommended. However, children do not need as much fiber as adults, especially unprocessed bran, and excessive amounts of fiber can overfill small stomachs, causing discomfort and restricting intake of other foods needed to provide the full range of nutrients. So essentially, a healthy balanced diet that includes foods from the 4 main food groups is the best way to ensure this. We all know appetites vary between us adults, and they also vary within children, and especially as they experience changes such as growth, activity, mood, and health. During these times, it's natural to want to give more food at an episode of when they are eating well. However, too much food at any episode can cause discomfort. And as young children depend on their parents and caregivers for food, it is important they are careful not to overfeed, as this can lead to excess weight being gained. As children are growing, they need more energy, which essentially means they need a little bit more fat in their diets compared with adults, and this is often given through milk. Children should have full fat milk until the age of 2, and then switch to semi-skim milk up to the age of 5, provided they are a good eater and growing well. Growing children also need to have enough vitamins and minerals, which they can't always get from their diet at this time. During pregnancy and breastfeeding, some mothers may not get enough vitamins, especially vitamins A, C, D, and folic acid from their food. And stores may be low during breastfeeding, meaning infants may not get enough of these nutrients too. Dietary surveys across the world have shown that diets of preschoolers are often found to be high in fat, high in sugar, and low in fruits, vitamins, and fiber. Therefore, they are often deficient in certain nutrients, including vitamin A, which is needed for healthy growth, eyesight, and skin. Sources of vitamin A include whole cow's milk, oranges, red and dark green vegetables, such as carrots, red peppers, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, apricots, mangoes, broccoli, and oily fish, as many young children do not eat enough foods with vitamin A. Vitamin C is important for general health and for the immune system. It helps wounds to heal and helps you absorb iron. Sources of vitamin C can be found from fruit and vegetables, especially black currants, kiwi fruit, citrus fruits, tomatoes, peppers and strawberries. Potatoes, sweet potatoes and mangoes are also good sources too. Vitamin D helps make bones strong. Babies and children who do not get enough vitamin D can be at risk of developing rickets. There are some foods such as oily fish, red meat, egg yolks which contain some vitamin D, and some foods are fortified with vitamin D such as fat spreads, some milk alternatives and breakfast cereals. Therefore, the best source of vitamin D is the sun. From about late March, early April to the end of September, most people should be able to make all the vitamin D they need from sunlight, as the body creates vitamin D from direct sunlight on the skin when outdoors. But between October and early March, we do not make enough vitamin D from sunlight. Also, people with darker skin tones or people who cover their skin when outdoors may not make enough vitamin D for themselves and their baby. Therefore, supplementation of these vitamins can bridge the gap, and some families are entitled to free vitamin supplements with Healthy Start, as well as vouchers to buy milk, fruit and vegetables. Parents and caregivers can check out the website to see if they are entitled. Barriers to healthy eating for everyone. There are many things in our life that make it more difficult for us to eat healthily, which may include not having enough time to prepare meals and snacks, struggling to find food and drinks that fit in with our beliefs and eating patterns, being able to afford healthy food, which can sometimes be more costly than ready-made processed foods. Access to affordable healthy foods, such as are the supermarkets nearby where you can buy healthy foods at a low cost. Liking and enjoying healthy foods. Some parents and caregivers say that their children won't eat vegetables, so by offering them regularly and presenting them in an appealing way can help children to accept them. Trying to make the best choices when buying foods, as the food labels can be confusing. And not knowing about cooking, as not all parents and caregivers have been shown how to make healthy meals and snacks. Learning these skills are a part of the Planet Munch program. Parents and caregivers are role models for their children, and children learn by copying what they see. Food habits in parents will likely to be adopted by children, including the time of day food is eaten, whether food is eaten in front of a screen or at the table with the family. Therefore, try to practice mindful eating, so not eating in front of a screen. Offer praise to encourage healthy eating habits, as through food we can help our children learn about social customs like eating together, laying the table, where food comes from, seasons such as autumn, winter, spring and summer and how they affect food availability and taste of food, different cultures and what they eat, and health. It is important to offer a wide variety of foods to encourage acceptance of different tastes and textures and increase the chance of adopting and maintaining healthy eating habits as children go through life. Dietary habits from an early age can be fixed by the age of 3, so once established, they may track into later childhood and adult life. However, food preferences can change, as children may become fussy or picky as they grow. This typically happens around 4 to 6 years of age. When dealing with this, allow enough time for meals and never force children to eat. Experiment with taste, texture, flavour, temperature and smell of food, as some children prefer dry food, some separated and some all mixed up. Behaviour change, considering healthier eating. Having watched Workshop 1 Eat Well, list 3 reasons you want to make your family meals healthier. Now, think about what you and your family eat at home and when out and about. How well do you think your diet fits into the Eat Well guide? How well do you think your child or children's diets fit? Consider your reasons for wanting to make your family meals healthier. So over this week, while having 3 main meals, think about what you and your child or children are eating and how it might fit into the Eat Well plate, and keep a note of it. Consider 3 things that might be preventing you from eating more healthily. Well done for completing week 1.